Hey guys, and welcome to another Let's Build in Hearthstone deck. So I was just browsing around Hearthstone like I do sometimes, looking at cool decks ideas, and I thought this was pretty cool. This is, as it says, Demolisher Druid. So it takes advantage of a card not a lot of people play, Demolisher. At start of your turn, do 2 damage to a random enemy. So, not a lot of people play this card. I actually dismantled all mine because I never thought it would be a card I'd use, but I like it. You'll see how the deck comes together, how it goes. It also uses another card which I shouldn't have dismantled because it can be good, Stampede and Kodo. The idea behind this is you're always gonna have a minion to hit with it, and it's a 3/5 for 5, so if it kills something, you just get advantage. So we're gonna try it. Nothing else, we'll learn a little bit whether this is a valid choice. I have lots of dust, I'm not really that worried about it. I think that's all the cards I have to craft that I don't already have. But we'll start at the low part of the curve and we'll work our way up. So, as alternate... Oops. I want to go IMV. As all... No? I'll just cast spell invade. Well, we won't use the search, there's 2 ends, I guess. I was really off there. Oh well, anyway guys, so 2 jacks and 2 innervates, just to help you push that extra damage. It's a higher curve deck, so we want 2 wild growths in there as well. I'll use my 2 gold ones. Okay, so Wrath, always a staple. Pretty much every... I don't know a deck that wouldn't play it. It's so good. Hop over to Swipe. We play 2 Keeper of the Grove, 2 Druids of the Claw. We'll just grab all the specific creatures first. And then 2 Ancient of Lords. So the deck list specifies Ancient of War, which is a good card. I don't have one, but also I think Battlelord has a lot of neat things to it, especially against decks that are really late game. They almost try to draw out the game. So I'm going to substitute Malorn. It's the same mana cost if you look. Same mana cost, they're both 7s. And the thing I like about Malorn is if you pick attack, you have a 10-5. Okay? So Malorn is pretty much an Ancient of War, always in attack mode. You lose the taunt, but I like Malorn. He's a 9/7, which is solid, which is really high stats for a 7-drop. Plus he shuffles back in, which is insane. Oop, too many page flips. So we're substituting Malorn in here because I like it. I think it's really cool. So we'll hop into the neutral cards here. It is some really cool ideas on the neutral cards as well. So it doesn't play any Chows, which I was surprised. I thought it would. A lot of Druid decks right now play Chow, but it does play Blood Mage Thalnos. The idea, the deck is heavy draw, so you're just drawing. Both getting yourself towards threats as well as getting value. So the idea behind Blood Mage Thalnos is you can use it to get a more powerful Wrath, like a 2 damage draw card Wrath, or a much more powerful Swipe. So it's not really played early, it's more played late game to give you like a powerful, anytime after turn 6, give yourself a powerful swipe. It's used to beef up your swipes and Wraths. I think it's a cool idea, and if you've ever played Blood Mage Thalnos, he has no real downside as he replaces himself with the draw card function. Very powerful card. Okay, next they have 2 Loot Hoarders, which I always like Loot Hoarders. I would never play a Zulok, like my Zulok, without Loot Hoarder. I think it is so good. It pushes on the board and it draws a card. It's just golden. So I thought of the playing Micro Machine because I really like Micro Machine, and we might. Because I just think Micro Machine is so good. It's so unconventional, but it pushes so good. And that also goes kind of with the Demolisher thing, but we'll explain at the end how that works. So, we're in 3 drops, perfect. The deck plays no BGHs, which I'm not sure. I think it's fine. Like, I find BGHs recently haven't been as good. I found they've just been sitting in my hand, so they'd almost be dead draws. So there's your 2 Demolishers. And it's 3 mana, so it's not like it's super heavy. Plays 2 Harvest Golems, which is... I have a little bit of difficulty with this in Druid decks, okay? I'll show you why. There's a card I play in every single deck without fail. That's Piloted Shredder. I think Piloted Shredder is super amazing. But this deck actually says you should replace Sen'jin Shieldmaster. I will agree with this in this deck because your Shieldmaster protects your Demolisher. You want to protect your Demolisher claws, and so you're getting value out of your Demolisher, more value than maybe you'd get from Piloted Shredder. So we'll play the Sen'jins kind of hesitantly, but it also leads into something else I'll say at the end when we do a little bit more tweaking. So there's the 2 Sen'jins. Azure Drake. Did they play? No, they play 2 of Azure Drakes. I just have the deck list on my other screen. So Azure Drake, same idea as Blood Mage, but with Azure Drake, as you probably know if you play much Hearthstone, is a solid body at a 4/4 for 5. Like if you look, pretty much the standard for creatures, like the minimum is like a Chillwind Yeti. 4/5 for 4 is solid. So for 1 more mana, you're getting a card and 1 less stat for 1 more mana. So Azure Drake is solid. So you get the card, plus you get again that spell damage which you can use with Wrath and Swipe, which is very useful. You can get a 2 damage swipe. You can sometimes clear a lot of minions off the board. So we then had our Kodo. Again, no Sludge Belchers in this deck, which I also have struggled with that as well. Sen'jin versus Sludge Belcher, but I'll build the deck the way they intended. But I think Sludge Belcher is better. Like it's a 3/5. This is a 3/5. You play 1 more mana, and you get a slime. So, but again, I will follow the way they built the deck. They built it away, and I won't change their ideas. So then the other card, I'm not going to build. Not that I don't agree with it, it's because I don't have the dust to spare. I've been very unlucky. Okay, we have to get the 5s. And never got a Faceless Manipulator. I've never drew a Faceless Manipulator. I only have 600 dust, and I want to save that dust in case I want to do other cool ideas. So I wish I had Faceless Manipulators and I'd use them if I had them, but I don't. So and then the last card, so that's 2, he plays 2 of Faceless Manipulators. He says you can actually replace another Manipulator with a Kodo if you think you're going to be playing a lot of aggro. Ragnaros, which I agree with. And another card I have trouble not putting into decks is Ragnaros. I think Ragnaros is absolutely fantastic. Deal 8 damage to a random enemy. So, however, we're technically losing that because if we had Face Manipulators, we could copy Ragnaros's, but it's kind of a here and there thing. So what I think we'd replace, so we have kind of a weaker side of our high curve because we're not using Faceless. What I thought is you can win a lot of games off Force of Nature Savage Roar, but having a double combo can sometimes sucks. So I thought put in a single combo Force of Nature Savage Roar. That way if you play the double combo, like that's a lot of your deck, 4 cards of your deck. Here, it's just a sprinkling in your deck. Also, if you play the single combo, they might be scared that you have the double combo. So there's a lot of kind of mind games you can play with your opponent. So the only thing I'm thinking here now is pulling out cards for the Micro Machine tint that I like. Micro Machine's really powerful behind a Sen'jin. I like that idea. Same thing with Druid of the Claws. Hide it behind Ascension. So, the only thing, I thought about this beforehand. Loot Hoarder. Pulling out Loot Hoarders, put in Micro Machines. I'm gonna do it. I already decided before I made this video that I'm gonna do it. So it's the same mana cost, but you lose that card draw, which is quite important in this deck, because you have a lot of creatures that get value, and you want that card draw. But I think it's worth it. I've been playing around with Micro Machines, and so far I've been fantastically impressed. And the other thing I didn't talk about, Demolisher, it's not something your opponent sees a lot. It's not a card that really anybody plays, and that's what this guy says. It draws a lot of aggro. Someone sees a Demolisher, and they're going to want to clear it off the board. They're not going to want to let this sit. They're going to try their best to kill it. If I've already pulled out that aggro with Micro Machine, or I pull out the aggro with Demolisher, then play Micro Machine, gorgeous. If you can't kill Micro Machine within the first turn it's played, or the turn after, it's 5 attack. 5 attack. It's a 5/2. It's powerful. I love Micro Machine. If your point can't deal with it, you almost got the win right there. So, we're going to try this Demolisher Druid deck. I think it's neat. We're going to give it a shot. So guys, thanks for coming out for this Let's Build, and we'll be back in the next one to try out this deck. Thanks guys. Later.